now, and now we have Evan back with us for some games news. How are you, Evan?
I'm good, man. It was tough getting here, I tell you that much.
It sounds like you're in the time tunnel there. It's very echoey.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I think that's because of the living room, bad acoustics. I might try the kitchen.
No, stay there. It's better that we just have you.
Just keep me like planted.
No, the kitchen might have a fork in the road that we don't want to deal with. But
Um, I'm here now. It should be okay. They're both about the same distance to the modem.
yeah, okay. So quickly before we move into things, what kind of thing you've been getting up during the week? Seeing if we didn't get to ask yourself.
We can almost skim past this because I've been so busy with writing and article stuff that I haven't really watched anything new really all week. I just watched. Sorry, go
Bad
on.
nerd. You've been a bad nerd.
Yeah, very bad indeed. Although I've been watching The Great War again. Still a great series on YouTube.
Hmm.
So
How
it's pretty
great
good.
is it? Is it very worry?
It's very wary, yes.
Okay, right.
I'll put it to you this way: the guy who presents it, his name is Indy Nidell.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's one for my for your cosplay names. Indy Nidell.
Yeah. And like he's the most Texas man you'll ever meet. Like, well, voice-wise, he's not like shooting guns in the air every five
He's
minutes.
he's not chewing tobacco on screen.
No, no.
He's got like a he's got a big like uh, what's those things they burn the names into cows with?
Branding?
Branding, yeah.
They got branding her in there, and he's like,
I'll put it this way: he would.
what?
I'll put it this way: he wouldn't be out of place in the Mummy films. You know, the Brendan Fraser ones. He'd look right in one of them.
All right.
Okay. So we'll move on. Lots of games news you're gonna have to explain to poor old me. Uh, well, there is some Windows 10 stuff, but first of all, there's some stuff about Capcom. What are they up to?
Konami, you mean?
No, Capcom.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Did you
down,
hear?
Evan.
I know. I got mixed up. Between what was first.
Oh, okay.
Capcom basically went out and said, "Hey guys, do you want us to remake Resident Evil 2?" And like everyone who actually ever played Resident Evil 2 was like, "Yes, we want you to remake Resident Evil 2."
Yeah, and then the rest of us went, but
This
don't
is like
me
the
and John would
third
have seen it.
remake, though.
Which is the second? I know. Obviously, there's remake one.
They did the GameCube versions.
Yeah, RE remake one, like, but this is I suppose if you count like the GameCube and PS2 versions.
Between this and Konami, it's just really seeing that Japanese game publishers are done.
Well, man, if you look down the list, you see that American ones aren't too pretty either. Like, and I left out the story that I can't remember the name of the guy over Microsoft's game division saying that yeah, they're probably not going to do third-party exclusives anymore.
Well, they cost so much money that I don't blame them. I think they're going to have to do like a bloody first-party support in a bigger way.
Exactly. They can't. They've backed themselves into the corner well and truly now. They can't fund any new projects anymore.
Well,
Like, I literally wrote an article just there saying that the reason that we're being oversaturated with Dark Souls games is that there's no competition for them. They can be made cheaply, and we're going to get sick of them eventually, and then we'll have to find something else.
like Sony still do third-party exclusives as well, so it's not as if it's Microsoft only.
Yeah,
Like Bloodborne was financed by Sony.
yeah.
So, but again, I think they're kind of looking on. This is costing us a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's a sign that there probably is going to be a big shift in how games are made in the next few years.
Yeah.
I watched a video there today by. Do you ever watch Extra Credits on YouTube? They're basically just a bunch of game like analysts, developers, stuff like that. And they basically made a presentation saying these remasters are great and all for playing for people to play older games and all, but they're just a sign that their popularity is a sign that the model isn't feasible anymore. That like games can't be made new anymore. They have to be like drawn, like dredged up from generations past.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I'm thinking they could have just stopped this years ago if they just kept up like in reprints, even like backwards compatible reprints of games. Just like if a
Yeah.
game is still kind of half profitable, maybe keep like putting out, I don't know, 10 copies a year, and you might still sell something, and then you can pump up like production if you want at any point.
Yeah. Well, there used to be those classics, like they kind of go platinum, as it were, and then you kind of get the cheaper edition, and a year or two later, and like
Yeah,
that. So yeah, it seems to be when they go out of print, like that's it, they're done. I
yeah,
think now, I said it before, like I think now with the consoles and PCs being essentially the same kind of chipsets, like X64 and X86, that you're going to see a lot of stuff like backwards compatibility will probably be just the norm now. You're not going to get insane custom chips put in your consoles now.
yeah, exactly. Like, and sure,
Yeah,
PC is just a much more attractive offer right now compared to consoles. Like, I really want to play Bloodborne, but that's not a good reason for me to buy a PS4.
yeah. I I don't know if I could play Bloodborne. I think the punishing kills that I'll be subjected to will probably be
That's fair enough. If you don't like it, so be it. Like,
yeah, I'm having trouble trying to like play Arkham Knight with the dodgy Batmobile controls at the minute. I don't know if I could handle being killed many a time.
yeah, twitchy, like blood spatter gameplay everywhere. Like,
Yeah, yeah, that perfect timing. If you miss time it, you're done. It's like no.
yeah, yeah, fair enough. So what's next in the docket, Stephen?
We've got stuff from Konami. You were just mentioning Konami. They're up to something horrible as well.
Yeah, this is a much shittier story because we don't even get a game out of it, basically.
A
Um,
much worse
It's
story.
it's like
much stuffier story, I'm afraid.
George Orwell had nothing on what Konami are doing.
Absolutely nothing. This is absolutely
All over again.
like this treatment is absolutely disgusting. Like they won't make their employees redundant. They won't just pay them to leave. They have to make them to leave by just making their lives living hell. Like,
Oh yeah, like you could be a big shot, like big game developer, and if they think that you're out of favor or deemed useless, like you could be doing security guard duty, you could be on the production line, you could be cleaning the offices. Like
yeah,
like it just seems to be so demeaning. I'm not belittling the jobs that they're being given to do because that's some people have to do those jobs, but
yeah.
you're in a position where you've been creating games and trained all your life and have been doing it for so long, for them to say you are just like not worth it, like working for us in this capacity anymore.
Yeah,
You don't
it's
want to
it's
actually.
it's absolutely disgusting. Like they tried to claim it back by the president was saying, "Oh, sorry, I don't know games that much." But after you say sorry, you're actually supposed to do something to improve the situation, not make it much, much worse. Like,
Yeah,
So sorry, I still don't understand what I did. uh,
yeah, I just not like I know exactly what they're doing. I just don't know why. Why would you do that to people? Like,
we
do
don't
you really
understand
hate?
games. How come the sweeping doesn't help? Sweeping the lobby doesn't help.
yeah. Why isn't Metal Gear Solid 5 not coming out quicker? We've sent you three guys to clean the office, like, so why is that happening?
Jesus, like. For someone to treat their employees so like garbage is just it's mind blowing. Like why are they actually getting pleasure out of this?
What do
Like
you think of the guy who announced on Facebook he got a new job and was leaving, and anyone that worked in Konami who liked that post? they got like their jobs got moved around.
Actually, a sec, I better go back to the living room because I'll be taking up the guy's space. Sorry, go on.
What did you make of the guy on Facebook that he said he was leaving Konami for another job, and Konami were monitoring his posts, and whoever from the company liked that post, their jobs got shuffled?
Got reshuffled.
Yeah.
It's endemic of the situation there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could be happy for the guy that's leaving without accidentally being necessarily bad about the company. You know?
Say again?
You can be happy for the person that's leaving because that's what he wants to do without being bad about the company.
Yeah, he doesn't have to deal with that anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, this is...
I just feel like girls are giggling at me in the background.
Let's close the door. Now, there you go.
Asleep and having nightmares.
It's like girls with, instead of faces, they just have big Konami logos.
So all of a sudden I'm in school and I have no trousers or shoes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're just being a horrible company to work for. Like, it's like profit is king. So they don't want to make big games. Like, they just want to make pachinko machines and mobile games that have no development costs, and that's it.
Yeah, and normally I wouldn't care, but they're bringing down every person and every game IP they can possibly bring down with them. Like
Apparently the last Silent Hill game will be a pachinko game.
And the next Castlevania one will be a pachinko game with, quote, erotic violence on it.
Oh,
erotic
grief.
Pachinko game. Unless... No, I don't want to finish that sentence.
So bad. So bad. Stephen is showing restraint. Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
Yeah, that's not often seen.
No. Be
Stephen
better,
will always go there.
Be better.
We almost knew, like, all those weeks ago that this is what they would be treating people like, but the fact that they're getting away with it, that there's no impetus for anyone making a complaint or anything. There's no, like, proper, like, there's no one to, like, I'm going to sound like a big, like, unionist socialist kind of guy, but the games industry needs unions because the workers have no representations and they get treated like this.
Yeah.
You know what it is, Evan? You're going to have to bring Japan folk music. You have to go over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's another case like where people, if they go out for their lunch and they're back late, they will be publicly denounced.
Oh.
Like, I would be tempted to come back late every time.
Yeah.
Just to piss them off a bit, like.
You know what? If they publicly denounce, I'd put out like some selfie pic with me kind of doing like a peace sign or like thumbs up.
Yeah.
Or that would be my company profile pic. So anytime they sent out an email and it was like James Mason and like my profile pic would come up, it'd be like, hey, it's all
they
good.
probably already bear down on that, so it's like.
Yeah, well, like their emails are apparently like just like numbers, so you're not even like say S Fagan. It would be like like Konami 45.
Yeah, that's the most vindictive part. Like, they want to get rid of their employees, but they don't want other companies to get them either.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
So they don't want anyone headhunting you by emailing. Oh, I got a great job for you, like. Because they don't know who Konami 45 is, and next month you might be Konami 67.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Let's just move on, because there's no way we can't like finish this without depressing ourselves more.
Yeah. You've got some silliness from Windows 10 and their microtransactions for some of the things they left out of Windows 10.
I would be mad if it wasn't so funny, because the only person I can think who will be annoyed by this will be my mum if she buys a new laptop. My mum is the only person I know who still plays solitaire.
Yeah, and like then other people just go, well, surely this version of the solitaire I could buy somewhere else or download somewhere else without paying for anything.
Or you know, maybe just play with a normal deck of cards.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
It's a bit harder to hide away though if your boss comes in.
yeah, that's true. You almost admire the dedication.
Yeah,
It's a strange one. I can see some subtle, shadowy backtracking on it.
yeah,
Yeah, I honestly, I wouldn't normally care. Only that it is a sign that they're going to try this on some other stuff probably now.
mm,
They're chancing it, and then I think they'll see no uptake.
yeah,
Windows 10 actually is a decent OS. I upgraded to it last week, and it's actually pretty nice.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
thinking
sad
of
thing.
doing that after I sort all this out, just how I have a bit of time before fixing this podcast myself, to sort out any minor problems there might be.
Mm.
Hopefully minor.
Yeah, I suppose I'll have to do it eventually because they won't support anything else, will they?
Yeah,
Probably for a while. I wouldn't say they'd be able to backtrack that much on anything before 7, like
yeah.
after 7, after from 7 on.
Yeah, because 7 was just so handy, like, and yeah, sure, maybe 10 will be. How is it user wise? Like, is it easy to use?
It's like where Windows 8 should have been. Yeah, I'll have all that touchscreen waffle if you have a touchscreen device.
Yeah.
Don't. It's just like standard desktop interface.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine by me.
And it looks really nice, and the footprint isn't as big as Windows 7 or 8. They've actually kind of got it down smaller.
That's nice. Yeah.
It's not hogging your setup as much.
Yep. So yeah, that's cool.
It is.
What's this about Nvidia Shield tablets causing people to go on fire?
Yeah, the batteries apparently go on fire.
Yeah,
They recalled every single one of them.
just massive overheating problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they were always the kind of Nvidia and like Alienware were always the thing to test your rig against.
Yeah,
And then now they literally, if you are not worthy, they will literally burn you out of your home.
yeah. It's basically like the fire started by Stephen King.
I think the only thing in their favor here is that the Shield tablet didn't really sell by the truckload.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
more
it's only the American versions as well.
like it's mainly like they're doing it to kind of get into the tablet space and show off their chip,
Yeah.
their mobile chip. Like they had a few nice design wins with some like the Nexus 7 tablet, and then like they want to try and still have a presence there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit
People
of
are
a.
moving off tablets though.
Hmm?
I can't see people buying as many tablets anymore.
Apparently the sales are shrinking. Like
Yeah.
people are starting to get a few more laptops now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's between the laptops and the phablets. Phones are getting big enough that you don't really want. Yeah,
Tablets. I always look when I see people with the Galaxy Note or the Nexus 6. Those things are massive.
yeah, I have a Galaxy now.
Damn it! At least you owned up to it.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
but like I like a big screen. Like I don't mind carrying a brick in my pocket because like I don't have a laptop, so
All
it's
right.
handy to have something for doing the small things around there, or just watching a movie or something. If you don't have any other choice, but
I love reading comics on the tablet, though. I do like it a lot.
yeah,
Handy.
yeah,
Mhm.
no, I often do Comixology on it, or a PDF if I'm
Uh,
can get to a computer.
And that's how I'm reading that Halo novel at the minute. Is actually on the tablet.
Mm.
That's kind of handy that way as well.
But
But the next piece I'm very excited about
yeah,
is Gears for Everyone.
just like Gears in general.
I
Just, you know,
I,
you covered this.
this game series. I had a lot of fun playing it, and
So it's a game series. I thought you were just getting something to replace your knees.
yeah, and then pure steampunk.
Poor
Steam
creaky
Games
old
would be
James.
awesome. Steam Mason.
Kind of works as well. God damn it. But yeah, the game series, Gears of War, like it was kind of like a great franchise for Microsoft when they kind of had it exclusive.
Yeah.
So much so that they probably paid a lot of money to own the kind of
Pretty
brand.
much up there with Halo, like for a
Yeah.
while there.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, it was a beautiful looking game, and then like each iteration, like they seem to squeeze more out of the console.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With this remaster, like it looks really nice. It's kind of like very flash. But when you kind of get the game, like you'll get the other two games, the 360 versions, like free with it, or like you can install straight away.
Yeah, which is a pretty sweet deal.
It is, yeah, it's nice. And yeah, so like you're paying like what 30-35 euro for like a very shiny new version of a game you might like, and then getting the other two able to play on your Xbox One. Not a bad deal.
So yeah, good on you, Microsoft, for doing something right this week. Anyway,
Ooh.
two
I mean,
things.
generally,
You
Windows
charge
10
me
is something right.
microtransactions for Solitaire, but you'll give me free games for like the Xbox.
It's where they make their money, I suppose, because someone will always pay for solitaire.
They're experimenting with the whole freemium thing.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And they're just doing like, we're going to do something we really don't care about, but if anyone's insane enough to spend money on Solitaire,
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll pay for anything. Like,
I was talking to some people.
Who were not targeting lonely people, lonely people that don't work in their jobs.
Money to be had, like
That's
the kind
that's
of
the big
online
market.
bingo.
What's that?
The online bingo kind of thing.
Oh yeah. Well yeah.
You see all the ads. But
Yeah.
apparently there's lots of money to be made in that, and it's like average people that are at home, and they're actually just playing this online bingo just for like the social aspect.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're putting a lot of money into it, and some of them are winning big. But when I think there's been some guys that have gone to these like big players, tele bingo players or online bingo players, and gone to their houses, and they're very kind of like like they're living in a normal estate, and they're just on their own. And they're going, I only play just because I can get a chance to chat with someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
there is that. That's the
Yeah,
dark
well,
side of
it's
solitaire.
still kind of seedy to make money off poor lonely people, but
Yeah.
it's what can you say about Facebook? It's doing the same in a lot of ways. They're people that need some kind of easy social interaction, even with people they know, and that's true selling off advertising rights and whatever. Facebook is making money out of people that way as well. Suppose it's how the world works.
Yeah.
But there's apparently the next thing's about dragons. Irma good dragon. Uh,
I don't know what this game is about, but it has dragons in it, so sold. There we go.
okay.
No, I'm only joking.
Is this like old women or actually lizard type dragons?
Oh.
Oh no,
Hey, Stephen.
I said I don't want to say that again. I said, is this like old women or lizard type dragons?
The lizard type, Stephen. The lizard.
Your delivery there was brilliant. Oh.
No, honestly though, it'll be by Hideki Kamiya, so I imagine it'll be kind of fast and frenetic action kind of stuff. But one part that I really really did like was just that you could customize your dragon. I'm like, yep, that'll do for me.
Yeah. You can even customize their tails and crazy stuff.
Yeah, you get little pink ribbons and all that.
It sounds like it's going to be a bit more RPG-ish or something like that.
Actually, Evan, could you give him one of those Avatar sex tales?
I don't know.
I'm going to go with no.
Yeah.
That's the way they communicated with the dragons as well in Avatar as well. So,
That's true. I suppose. Knowing Kamiya, that is very possible that could happen.
okay, that makes me feel better about this project. I'm
Yeah.
for it. I'm not against it. But go on.
Oh, sorry, I was waiting for you. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. It'll probably be interesting enough anyway. I'm looking forward to seeing more of it.
Isn't this an Xbox One exclusive as well?
Okay then, I won't see much of it. It
Yeah, as far as
might be just a timed exclusive. We'll have to see.
hang on a second. Let me go to the Googles. Hang on.
Google should tell us all. Scalebound is what it's called.
I wonder what the price point is going to be. Will it be on scale?
It's being counted as a first-party game.
All right, yeah. So, yeah, probably just Microsoft then. Oh well. Oh, but is it getting a PC release?
Oh, you
I
might.
know I won't be played in this century, but it's worth knowing, I suppose. Click, click, click. By the way, Stephen, don't think you're going to get away with that joke you tried to cite in there.
No,
I heard that.
currently, they're saying it's just Xbox One. Does have 4-player co-op though.
Okay.
That'd be a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
well, sorry about that, Evan. I have very little add to add to some of these conversations.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough, fair enough.
So yeah,
Yeah, so that's all I just want to say about that. It looks interesting, sure. If I can't play it, I can watch it at some point anyway.
I'll let you join my Twitch feed.
Yeah, we'll have a look at it sometime. As long as it's not like Lair, because Lair was god awful.
Oh God, I was so looking forward to that game.
Yeah, I was too, but sure, hey, we can't win them all.
Here's a true story. Like a guy in San Francisco airport, as he was swabbing my PlayStation 3 for explosives, was asking me about, "Are you excited about Lair?" Like, and I'm going.
Nice.
A layer.
I bought it in the US because it was like cheaper because of the exchange rate, and two, I got a load of Blu-ray movies free with it.
Yeah.
Best. And I think the main reason is I could buy a load of like US only PS2 games with it.
Oh, cool.
And like, so I kind of got these like weird, obscure games that you couldn't really get in Europe. And I thought, brilliant, I'm on the pig's back here. And then when I was carrying it through customs, like I got red tagged. I went through all this security stuff, and they were swabbing me for explosives. And I, took my PS3 and checked it out. And it's like, it was really bugging me because they were scratching it. It was like that shiny.
Yeah. It was before the kind of rough, the flat version. Yeah.
So yeah, it's killing me. I still have it. It still works. It's noisy as heck. Always was though.
Yeah.
That fan just kind of kicks in, even if you're just playing music.
Well, it's all
Yeah,
that
mine died. Sorry, Stephen, go on.
It's all that coke he had in it.
Good job they're only swabbing for explosives then.
All right.
So, this one's for you, man. The next one's for you.
Yeah, I'll just skim through this because we're nearly done anyway. It's just some Dark Souls 3 footage from Gamescom, and it looks pretty cool. Obviously, I'm a big fan. I'm kind of thinking that the fatigue is setting in a bit with everyone. I feel that anyway. That there's probably too many of them in too short a space of time. There's about like 7 of the Souls-like games in the past 6 years.
Yeah.
So they probably overdid it a bit. And this is a series that I absolutely adore, and I'm not feeling it yet. I will probably get it at some point, but I think this might be just the tipping point of where they can go with this series. Like,
I heard they're bringing back the backstab move. That's what I was reading today.
They always had the backstab, but what they're going to bring back is an aggressive backstab. This is a very kind of finicky thing, and only people who can
passive backstab.
Yeah, I know.
Friendly backstab.
We
It's a
need a
very
more
bad
aggressive way of stabbing someone in the back.
The idea is that in the earlier games, you had a backstab that did a lot of damage, and you were invincible while you did it. And
All
then
right.
they tried to tone it down that you took damage while you were backstabbing, and it was harder to pull off. But now they seem to say, "Oh, we want to do the easy one again."
Well, it makes no sense stabbing someone in the back and getting damage from it, physical damage from it.
No, it was that enemies could attack you while you. See, you could do it to normal enemies,
Ah.
and enemies would attack you while you're doing it, and sometimes
Oh.
you're invincible, and in some of the later games you took damage.
So this is multiple enemies you're doing. Einstein.
Sorry?
Is this multiple enemies?
Yeah, like the biggest concern is people with in PvP with it. It's a very technical thing, you see, like because the thing about Dark Souls PvP is that it's constantly ongoing, and
Yeah.
people find exploits really easily in it because, like, From Software aren't very like they're experienced with multiplayer, but they're not very good at it.
Yeah.
So they're constantly tweaking it. So if they go like full on invincible, high powered backstab, it's going to be harder to fix after release.
Yeah. Oh, I see. So they just like people might completely spam the game with it.
Exactly, and like it sometimes ruins PvP. That's why I think they fixed it by making it less appealing,
Yeah.
because they ruin PvP because backstabbing is all people want to do because you're invincible, you do extra damage, that kind of way. And you'd have fights where you're constantly just trying to circle around each other and no one is attacking at all.
Yeah. There was this is going back to a really really old game. Maybe James will remember it. I know you're far too young, Evan. Do you remember Barbarian,
Well,
James?
What's that?
Do you remember a really old game called Barbarian?
I kind of, but it's so far back that I can remember a title screen. That's about it.
There was basically it was like a one-on-one fighting game between you and the computer, or
yeah.
you and a mate, right? And it was like basic kick moves and rolls and hit high, hit low. But one of the things you could do, you could spin around and chop the lad's head off, and that finished the game. So you were always trying to go for that and hoping that the other person would be open as you're doing it.
May have
And like
required
if
patching.
what?
May have required patching.
Yeah. No. If someone was aware you were going, they had to be in the right range and they had to be not blocking. And it wasn't like
Yeah.
it was you're invincible or anything. But yeah, it got to the fact like uh, you were leaving yourself open trying to get this one finish all move off.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, that just reminded me of that. Sorry, back where I went back into the time tunnel, and I'll give you all word as originals. Uh, but that kind of reminded me of that story.
Yeah, yeah. But like as much as I'm worried, I'm sure it'll still be a good game. Like Dark Souls, for all its like saturation, is still a good series overall. They've been consistently good.
Hmm, good stuff.
Yeah.
So we finish off there, boys.
Yeah, I'm good.
Just I know I've discussed with Chris that I'm looking forward to the Comic Con this week. Pretty much said out everything I could say. I still had to see Inside Out because I was in a bad way over the start of this week when I thought I might go out and see it.
Yeah.
And how about yourselves?
Yeah, I still haven't seen any movies either. Really, I just like so much going on right now. But I might try and see them later on next 2 weeks, maybe.
Okay, and we'll give you Emma if you want us to grab you anything you think we might be able to get you in Comic Con, give us a shout and we'll sort.
Ah, yeah, and same. I forgot to say I'll probably be able to go to MCM, so I might do the same for you
I might
guys
be
if
able to
you.
go to that myself, but when's that about coming up?
It's the end of this month, I think.
Is it? No, that's a bit
Yeah,
close for my liking.
yeah,
I'll have to see. It's the kind of thing they might still have tickets for, though.
yeah. Have a look around.
Yeah. How about yourself, James?
I haven't got anything really planned at all. Like,
More Arkham?
I'm gonna just try and learn how to drive that goddamn Batmobile in Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
You have a back computer. Oracle should be able to drive it for you.
yeah, you think.
She has all that training on her bike and everything. Her big purple bike. I'm
That's
assuming.
Huntress, isn't it?
What?
That's Huntress.
Uh, it's always classically been Batgirl because there's always been like a harkening back to the '60s series where Batgirl originally had that like bat bike as her main vehicle. So
Okay.
there's always been a hint that Batgirl mostly goes around on bikes and they can be kind of purple. But yeah,
Okay.
probably the Huntress too. You know, I don't know how New 52 that is, you know. But yeah, no, good things to look after. I might go and see Fantastic Four just out of curiosity.
No, don't do it to yourself, man. Why?
Well,
I kind of want to see it, but I want to see a cheap show. I'm not going to spend proper money on it.
Yeah, well,
I'm
at least you don't have to worry about the 3D show.
yeah, I'm
Like,
already like paying for an unlimited card, so at least I'll go to a regular show,
yeah,
you know. But it won't make any difference to me. But yeah, I probably wouldn't pay for IMAX if I'm not going to enjoy it,
Yeah.
or 3D for that matter.
yeah.
So we'll wrap it up there until next week. Hopefully we'll have all four of us in one go, and there won't be these kind of weird, horrible connectivity issues.
Yeah, my bad, guys. The housemates were saying, yeah, the internet can get quite bad here, so
Yeah,
that's life.
it's better than it was in your family home back there.
Yeah, in fairness, but it seems like I'll never escape bad, like, internet ever.
Yeah. The lords of the interwebs do not like you, man.
No, they
They
don't.
disapprove.
They
Of
disapprove.
course it did.
You have angered them.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not have bandwidth.
Thou shall never always be 52-bit. See, I think I made up a thing there. I'm not sure that's what I meant to say, but you know what else?
Thou shalt always hear.
Yeah, well, that's because you live in the country and you have so many donkeys as mates.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not even in the country anymore.
Yeah, he's a big city boy now. He's a city boy. The big smoke.
I just thought it was an easy joke. Anyway, anyway, so we'll see you for now. That's me, Stephen, saying goodbye, and from Evan,
Bye.
and from James,
Goodbye.
and goodbye again from Chris, and we'll see you next week on Nevermind the Buzzcast. Bye.
Bye.
And I'll just knock us off there.